All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Mob Psycho 100, Season 3, Episode 8. Let's find some UFOs.
Heading into the mountains with the loser crew.
That's right.
Quotations. This is going to be really wholesome because I feel like all these people going together and then they're realizing, oh wait, we're going to start the new year together regardless of whether we found UFOs.
Right, we found something even better. Friendship.
And the thing is that like you can use Takanaka and Tome as the through line for that primarily, but also just Mob and Reagan. It's like, hey, you know what? It's okay.
Come a long way.
You don't need to go to some party, or you don't need to go to some like specific societal thing for New Year's. It's just a way to hang out and goof off and have some fun.
Yep.
Because everybody's grown up, but also like, you and Reagan have been through thick and thin for
That's right.
quite a bit. So excited. This could actually lead to some plot developments
It could.
in regards to things there because, yes, Mob has no way of knowing how much he could boost this signal.
And if something ends up reaching them as a result of this, great. If it ends up being UFOs, actually, I will be surprised and curious to see how that plays into the finale of the show. But yeah.
But without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he doesn't know.
Just a bit.
Oh, Mob. Oh,
Carsick.
Carsick, yeah. And yet he's in the front.
Yeah. Oh no. Are they gonna get lost? Wow.
Oh no. That's relatable. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Well, into the no.
I was thinking that
I knew
too.
You were. That's why I said it first.
Oh my god.
That's why I said it first. I know you too well.
God damn it.
Bro. No. Oh my god, they don't even know which way. Oh. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'll need the UFOs to rescue them. Sure, then you can find the path and then... Yeah.
He's bullshitting his way, like, through all of this.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Well.
Nope, that's a shrine, like, kind of thing.
They're gonna run into some crazy ghost.
Oh. No, not blame.
Oh no, we have.
No. Oh, this is good.
Would you like me to carry you?
Nice.
Yeah.
Mother.
Uh-huh. And in the very next scene, she's smiling again.
Whoa, fun. Okay, okay. Don't you have it memorized? Yeah.
Huh. Well, yeah, maybe, but it's a...
I memorized it.
I can read your thoughts, and I know that you had memorized it.
Yeah. Nice, nice, yeah.
Or is it the thing where he intentionally does it wrong so that she corrects him?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're right. Oh.
Cool.
Oh.
Nice. That's sweet.
There we go. Oh.
Wait.
What? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm a psychic! Oh.
Yes.
No. Let's go, Reagan.
And then...
He reverses.
Yeah.
Let's do the telepathy boost, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all hold hands in a circle.
Power of friendship, this.
Oh! Oh! He accidentally just boosted it to the entire world, you know, instead of actually leaving, you know, Earth.
I'm just waiting for the spotlight to show up. Yes!
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
A bug a bug catching that? Holy shit. But they're translucent.
Yeah. And yet they have woo faces.
Yes. Wrong hand.
Yeah, wrong hand.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, my parents always told me never to get in the car of a stranger. Yeah, I better go with them just to be sure.
Reagan.
You know, just to be safe.
Do you...
Come on. Yeah, go, Reagan, go.
Oh my god.
I can't believe this is happening. There was that part of me that was wondering if this was just like a thing that Mob was putting on as a show, but...
It could be. Oh my god, this is their telepathy club.
Yeah. They always believed that humans were out there.
Maybe this is like a graduation ceremony thing, and they graduate every 7 years. They're in school uniforms kind of things.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or maybe they've read their minds and they're doing this to make it look like they are familiar, you know? Oh,
I love how mundane this is.
Go fish.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's so sweet.
Or what if he's still boosting Takenaka and Takenaka's creating this whole fantasy? Yeah! What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, they're
We will abduct them.
telepathically
No.
interacting. Oh, maybe it's a way to call them again, you know?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Very cool. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. They're not
right.
they're not shocked by that or
No.
anything.
Yep.
Huh, what?
Yeah.
Ah, that's why they can read the minds of them all as well, so they know what they're
sure.
Yeah. They know at the very least what they're feeling, you know? That is so cute! That's so sweet!
Yeah. I would imagine not.
Yeah, never.
Oh my god.
Imagine being the one that they
is
forgot.
incredible.
Oh. Oh gosh.
Wait.
俺はもう一度地球に返してくれるように彼らに言葉は通じないこの戦いは長丁場になりそうだとりあえずメモ帳に記録していこうと思う
Oh my gosh.
何が何だか終始動かないものだけ口に運んだ
They sent him back in the past, and Inukawa ends up writing the notebook.
うっすらすごいことになったよう気がついたらまた見知らぬところにいて
What the fuck?
My god.
この星の住人たちには天敵がいてそれは食物を荒らす獰猛なモンスターらしいそのため俺が蹴散らした
Inukawa's bizarre adventure.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait. What is happening?
But his game console
なくなった
doesn't have batteries or energy anymore.
I wanna go home.
孤独の境地に達した犬川は宇宙人と心をシンクロさせ
Okay.
帰りたい気持ち
Oh no.
ことができた
How much time has passed?
犬川はそう気づいたが地球に着いたと同時に記憶の大部分は薄れて曖昧に
Oh, okay. I was worried.
What?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a wild episode. Alright, we
What?
got aliens. That was so wild. I mean, if you're at the end of the series, you might as well just, do whatever you want, you know?
Right, but I love to think that, okay, so Inukawa is taken. They don't realize it.
Yeah.
Or-
He just decided to stay here. That's all.
Or they do, and then Mob's like, you know what? I have my powers, and maybe I could get him back. But no, it's important that he finds his way back on his own.
I think honestly, it's the kind of thing where they're like, we don't know
Sure.
if we could ever get him back again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I honestly, throughout that whole last segment of the episode, I would not have been surprised at all, and I was kind of expecting there to be. And then we found out that it was a dream.
I think in some ways it's kind of a form of that because his memories of the whole events were fuzzy and stuff.
Totally.
And he went through essentially a crazy trip of sorts.
Uh-huh.
But literally, the idea that the friends all got together, had basically the communication that was finally necessary in order to close off their character arcs.
Yep.
And then had the reward in some ways of the world aligning everything for them just right, and they actually got to have their dreams come true.
See a UFO. Hang out with aliens.
Well, yeah, specifically like set up Tomei as well for this kind of moment to happen, because to them, they wanted to do this not because they thought it would be a good time as well, but they also really wanted to see if they could make Tomei be happy to hang out with them, and also feel like that, no, it was worthwhile to spend time with us.
Yeah.
And I loved that Takenaka eventually did read her mind and used it in some ways to say the things that she was having trouble saying.
Yep.
And because he was able to read her mind, he knew that she kind of wanted to say these things, but couldn't
find the courage.
Or what have you to do it.
Yep.
And then immediately everyone's like, "What? That's what you were?
That's what you were wanting to say?
No, come on!" And
Yep.
that moment was just so powerful. So having the aliens is kind of like the creators being like, what the hell? You know,
exactly.
Like, let's make it really happy.
We earned a silly little miracle here, you know.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
And Mob uses his powers, so sure. Yep. Sounds good.
Yep.
And they hang out with them, and it's great.
Yep.
It's great.
It's wonderful. I really think the Inukawa stuff, it was something that they could have used for a plot-related thing if they wanted to, but I think because they ended it that way, no, it was more of just a funny joke to showcase how ridiculous things can be, and also that Inukawa just in general got more than he bargained for with this whole adventure.
And hey, they're aliens. We don't know how they work. Theoretically, they could have returned him like 5 seconds after, you know, right? So it's like, oh, wait, where's Inukawa? Oh, Inukawa? Oh, hey, guys. And then he comes walking out of the woods. Oh, okay, cool. And then they go home, you know. But, oh, man, that I did not expect the, oh, shit, we left someone behind, or they decided, now we're going to keep you a little longer. And he straight up becomes like a celebrity and like...
And they're king eventually.
Yeah, might have had an orgy with some of them and then gets with the princess and... Okay.
All right.
Okay. I like, even as far as like comedic bits for this show to go into, I would never have expected that. Like, and there's that part of me that isn't sure how to feel about it, but I'm like, you know what? No, just.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a bit alien, but it happened.
Indeed.
It happened. They'll never forget it.
Yep.
But except Inukawa, he might forget most of it.
Wait. So since Inukawa is still a middle school student or a high school student,
I mean, he might be physically altered in some ways as well.
Okay.
Having been in their world for so long, you know.
Okay, that is true. That's fair. But would that mean that it was aliens that were also predators? Aliens and predator? Alien predator?
God.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, all that being said, Inukawa doesn't seem to be any worse for wear at the moment.
We shall see. We'll see in the next episode.
I don't think it's going to be followed up on at all.
I don't think so either.
I think this was mostly just a thing to end cap the Telepathy Club's storyline so we can move on to just the main characters and stuff.
And hey, that's great. Having this be resolved with the 2 episodes that was dedicated to it, I think that's wonderful.
Mob and Reagan were there.
It
felt very satisfying to have as a conclusion, given that it was something we did not expect, but also it was exactly what the characters wanted.
Right.
So they got...
Except for maybe Inukawa.
Able to make progress. Yeah.
And now, so it's just, all right, whatever the show wants to do for
who's
the
to say?
episodes.
Maybe if anything, they were reading his mind, and they're like, you wanted to stay
You wanted to stay with us, and then eventually he's like, actually, I think I'm done.
That could have been it, isn't it? He was like, I actually really want to stay here, but
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny though. And yes, the fact that they had all the junk food and stuff at
it was
the table
just
and
another
stuff.
telepathy club, basically.
Yeah, it seems exactly like that. And the thing is that they didn't display any kind of other powers and stuff like that made it seem like this could be something projected necessarily.
No, the only thing that like they showed as like, you know, even remotely powers was the fact that one of them was able to just, you know, like, yes, I am way physically stronger than,
Right.
you know,
Then I appear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But oh my gosh. Such a sweet moment.
Yeah.
I loved, even though there were a lot of moments where they just straight up didn't draw like aspects of the characters a lot. I loved the animation at the moment when they're all holding hands, looking up into the sky, having that moment where the wind's kind of blowing their hair and it's kind of spinning around. I
That was beautiful.
love that stuff. That's so good.
Also, I just love the fact that they got so horribly lost on the way up, like this
Yes!
trail. Like the fact,
The
like,
things that were all conveniently falling apart entirely just to make this happen was so just corny and canned, and it was so good.
because that is the kind of stuff that I absolutely would expect to happen if these people were to do something like this. And it's like, we're gonna go on an adventure. Sorry. Like the common sense, the collective common sense in this group is not very high.
I'll tell you though, this is very easy. And the thing about Reagan saying, "Oh, let's head to the top. It'll give you a better vantage point." I'll tell you, that is absolutely not the case depending on the type of mountain. So I have a story. One time I was hiking out Eastern Washington, long time ago, and we had brought snowshoes and stuff, and we were going to see like the tops. We were going to climb all the way to the top and get to the point where our goal was to sit on a mountain range, basically.
Sure.
Where we're straddling a mountain.
Nice.
And at the top, it's snow-capped there, right? So we've got the snowshoes and everything loaded in our backs. We got good packs on.
Yeah.
Set off like early in the morning. 5 hours or so later, we're about to reach the top, throw on our snowshoes, you know, got the sticks that we've fashioned from, you know, our way up that we've picked out specifically for this.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we were cheap and didn't have the actual nice little things. But also, it felt cooler, I think, having like the...
Yeah, you feel like a hobbit going off on a journey. You know?
Right. So by the time there's 3 of us and we get up to the top, sit down, have our snowshoes, dig into the snow, straddle mountain, start taking pictures. It's great. It's awesome. Well, when sunlight hits snow and reflects off of it, it literally fucks with you really hard. The reflective light. And there were multiple moments where we felt like our equilibrium just go,
Just completely thrown off.
And it was so weird. So what ended up happening was when we ended up, you know, talking and hanging out there for a bit, for like 45 minutes or so, we knew which side we came up on.
But then suddenly you can't see the trail because the light is...
Well, no, not the trail. There was no trail at this point. We'd left the trail a long time ago, like an hour and a half ago. We were just heading up. So the idea is that it's not about how high up you are. It's about don't leave the trail. Always stay on the trail. But we were like, we're experienced hikers, so we know what to do. But when we were that high, the trees shrouded the road just perfectly.
Yeah.
So it's not that we didn't know where the road had to be. We just looked for the lowest place in the area there, which was also not true as well. The road is not usually at the lowest place either. It's sometimes right in the middle, and it snakes around. But we knew that if we headed that way,
You'd reach the road eventually.
We'd hit the road eventually. What we ended up doing is we headed towards the lowest point, which ended up having also shrouded by these very tall trees, frozen like half frozen on like the shore area, lake and stuff like that. And it's
So
it's like steep like this and stuff. So we had to like swing around the trees while not on the trail, going down to this, and then go up and around. And then it took us like maybe like another like 3 or 4 hours just to find the road. And then when we did, we were like, wait, which way? Oh no, I don't recognize the road. So then we were like, so if we don't recognize the road, that means that we're ahead of where we were, right? So then we went the wrong way on the road.
Oh, God.
But we did recognize the road. It was just so long since we had seen it. So we ended up basically getting to our car back by the time it was like dark, you know?
Ass crack of night. Yeah.
And we were just tired, exhausted. No one wanted to drive. It was safe, it was fun. But the idea of like, hey, leave the trail and go to the... No, just don't leave the trail.
They'd already left the trail. They were already in a bad shape. Like, see, my story of something like this has a much happier conclusion. I knew there was a trail, and a friend of mine had put something at the top of the mountain by a tree, right? And they were like, go find this thing. It's like a treasure hunt thing, right?
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. And I'm like, I'm not used to, trails and stuff. They're like, no, it's just at the top of a mountain. It's easy. I'm like, okay. I totally get lost off the trail because there were a bunch of like little like paths that forked off the trail, but they weren't actually the right trail, so I got totally lost, and I was like, well, I just go up, right? And so I got to the top, and then I'm like, okay, cool, and then I was able to find the trail that like is this is the trail that goes to the top of the mountain.
You never found the thing at the top of the mountain?
Oh, I found the thing at the top of the mountain.
Good,
yeah, no,
nice.
it was great. And then I just went back down. Well, and then I was like, no, you know what? Since I think I might get lost going down, I just was like, that seems like the shortest way, and then just went down the steep side. Yeah.
I just imagine you like butt sliding every once in a while. You're like, woo!
Yeah.
See, like I love the idea of going off trail in general, but I feel like that's an ego thing.
Oh,
but
sure.
The reason why I know it's not entirely that is because I would go off trail for fun with nobody else around. I don't care who sees me do it or knows that I did it.
So does that just mean it's an even worse ego thing because it's it's a self-ego thing?
No, because it's the thrill, the rush of doing it.
Yeah.
It's because I feel like if it's an ego thing, it's more based around
perceptions rather than like the feeling of, oh yes, man versus nature. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that could be described as an ego thing, but I feel like that's more of a sensationalist kind of thing.
Sure.
That's the idea of being like
maybe a cocky thing, of like...
It's a cocky thing for sure, but it's definitely more along the lines of you're trying to chase a rush, like it's like gambling basically.
Right. Do as we say, not as we do. Don't go off a trail, and especially not when you're by yourself.
Especially not when you're by yourself. I can't believe you went up a mountain by yourself, though. What psycho sends you up to with like, I left a thing up there, go find it. This is like some anime training arc bullshit.
No, it literally was. So you remember Doug?
No.
And the harp guy.
Wait, what? They sent you up there as like a training like nonsense.
Yes.
Oh my god, these old guys. Fucking oh my god.
And
those assholes.
I was going along with them because
how old were you?
Like 16.
Oh my god.
And I was like, yeah, they give me puzzles and stuff while I'm working because I'm bored, and it's like, sure, yeah, I'll do your thing. Yes, anime training arc, let's go.
Jacob just wanted to
all for the title of most worshipful master.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
And I got that title.
They did give you the title. I remember when they did this, and I was just like, these old guys are just trolling you, Jacob. Like, 'cause I'm 4 years older, and I'm like, and we're working in the same job, and I'm like, just Jacob, what are you doing? Like, I loved the guys. They're great fun, but it was hilarious to watch them do things that out of context sounds like they're setting you up to get kidnapped. Like if you don't know who they are, what's going on, you're like, some old guys sent you up a mountain by yourself at 16 to find something? Oh yeah, I'm sure they found.
I might have been 17, but
okay.
Yeah.
So you'd hit your growth spurt, and you were a big guy. You probably didn't look like easy to take, if that.
No,
even though you were like a big, just gentle giant. You know?
Yeah. Never gotten in a fight in my life.
Never,
but like,
you look like a monster, and then they're like a big bearded guy, and they'd be like, oh shit, this guy's intimidating. Jacob's like, I hope they're not trying to kill me,
Basically.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, the fact that I wasn't confident to actually go back down the path from the top when I'd found it, reverse mazes are always easier, right?
Right, but that's the thing. Just like this in the episode, these are moments that you'll never forget.
Exactly.
And it's not about getting
there you go. We bring it back around to relevance.
Like,
what's happening?
The idea is that there's times in your life that will be cemented in your memory, not because of how perfectly they went, but how imperfectly or how ridiculously they went, and then who you were with at the time defined your attachment to that memory.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what these experiences are. And they're special, and they're not accidental. That's the thing that I feel like is really important about this episode, is that there were people that instigated almost everything to do with this event. The idea that Takanaka stayed up super late trying to actually memorize and research the thing there.
Yep.
So that they actually did do the telepathy alien summoning thing, but also then was up late enough, sleepless to then set up the situation where they would get upset, and then also Reagan then
doesn't have to have them see him be late.
Well, right, so that they don't then maybe take a different approach with this and go with someone else.
Yes, it was a serendipitous.
Yeah, because if Reagan wasn't their driver, they wouldn't have had this problem happen because they wouldn't have run off the road or hit something there.
Right, because
So all this was a very perfectly scaffolded layer of things upon things upon things upon things to give them this moment, this memory on the mountaintop.
Yep.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a conspiracy, like aliens.
Right, or Mob just doing some shenanigans, like... Obviously, he wouldn't. He's not that kind of person.
Of course not.
But it's and then I'll give Inukawa a trip.
That definitely did not happen. But the idea that Mob specifically saw that Tomei was about to be in a bit of an uncomfortable,
he's like, hey,
nervous situation.
Want me to walk with you?
And he specifically went up to her, took initiative, and was the leader in that instance because no one else was really going to do anything, and was like, hey, you want to walk with me? Basically saying in the subtext there, like, I'll stick with you through this.
Right.
It's going to be okay. And then she's like, okay, that's really all I wanted. She didn't want to leave. She just wanted to make sure that everybody was basically going to be in her court with this.
Right.
That they would be on her side. This wasn't going to create some antagonism in the group. And so rather than have antagonism, she was like, I'm gonna leave. So or have a fight of some kind, which is fun because then that plays into her flaw of avoiding kind of looking awkward or kind of not stupid, but like kind of looking bad in front of the group. Like she wants to put on her best face for everyone.
Right, because she's the one who's been like championing the whole search for aliens and telepaths.
And now she's worried like, oh God, they're still holding on to this thing. Is this my fault that we're all in this situation?
Yeah.
So rather than take responsibility for it, she wants to dip out of this and thus
give them the opportunity to stop.
Yeah. And it's really cool to have a character's flaws like that still end up coming up so they don't entirely learn the lesson, because the point is not about anyone here learning the lesson. It's about them connecting through this moment here.
Exactly.
So just very, very cool written moment to have a send-off for Tomei and using Takanaka as a character to kind of kickstart all this.
Yep.
Very cool little mini arc here.
And if there is any notion that the events with Inukawa are going to have like continuity in the next episode, I might just, my brain might melt.
Yeah.
Like
mine too.
Yeah.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.